This is why they call them cock of the rock, because they live in these rocky areas, big boulders. When the sun comes out, you hear the sound of this bird. There you go. It's an exploded lek.
In a career spanning over 4 decades, Russell Mittermeier has been chasing his passion around the globe. He is a Time magazine hero for the planet and is credited with the discovery of over 20 animal species new to science, 8 of which were named in his honor.
I have known Russ Mittermeier as a champion for wildlife. A leader does a lot of listening, knows those who look to him for leadership. He has been able to inspire protection for creatures and their habitats on the land. He's a force of nature.
Russell's leadership has been primarily in the area of science. He's been in the field for 40 years, and he's developed relationships with indigenous people and with governments and with other NGOs. He really knows what he's talking about, and he's been very persuasive because of his expertise in advancing public policy. But he's also aware and compassionate and curious and persuasive. He treats everyone with dignity and understanding.
Leadership is all about leading by example. If you want other people to learn from you and to be leaders and follow their own instincts, I think you need to show them how it's done, not by lecturing to them, but just by being a good role model yourself. Ready?
Here we are in the Virungas National Park.
Kopanami River at Fungo Island.
Congo portion of the Virunga volcanoes.
He's one of these kind of guys that makes you angry because he speaks Portuguese and Spanish and German and some Malagasy, an irritating amount of languages.
If you're fluent in the language of the country in which you're working, you automatically become part of that community. So that gave me an enormous advantage.
High biodiversity wilderness areas are the few remaining spots on the globe that are still largely intact. For Mittermeier, the small South American country of Suriname has remained a favorite since he completed his thesis there in the mid-1970s.
When I started working here, everything was intact, everything was great. Then the Malaysians and the Indonesian loggers came in right on top of where the Wolfsburg is located. And I just said, no, that's enough, not here.
Russ Mittermeier came here and convinced the government to not cut down a substantial part of the forest. Russ sat down, talked to the government, showed there's an alternative. Ecotourism, carbon credits, medicinal plants, all of these other options.
And now this area is being connected to the Southern Suriname Conservation Corridor, and that's an additional 7.2 million hectares. That's about 4 times the size of the state of New Jersey.
Russ has been coming here for 43 years, so he knows a lot of these chiefs. He was there when they were kids. You need that relationship. You need to be there, you need to be authentic, and you need to care. So that has created that space for constructive dialogue.
Many of the younger people that I've worked with, they've been friends, younger people, people of my own age, just by conveying to them my own interests, my excitement, my enthusiasm for something. I think people pick up on that. Defeat is not part of my vocabulary. I just don't believe in accepting defeat. You just have to be optimistic, and you just have to continue pushing. It's a great thrill. It's this sense of exploration and discovery.
He wants to make sure that he shares it with the people he loves, and that's part of why he wants to protect it. He just really loves it.